Nathan, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Not bad. I understand you're looking for a second date update with a woman named Erica. Is that right?
That is correct. I am.
All right. Let's start from the beginning. Tell us how you met Erica and how the first date went.
Well, pretty much, I'm turning over a whole new leaf on dating with this. This is why I'm really curious about what's going on with this one.
Turning over a whole new leaf.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I pretty much go out with anybody and everybody. Like 3, 4, 5 nights a week, I'd be going out on dates.
Yeah.
And were you meeting all these women online, I would guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
Online, people mentioning friends, coworkers, friends, so forth, all that.
Right.
And it got to be kind of pricey, so for this year I decided, you know what, let's focus. Let's not do that. Let's not date everybody. Let's be choosy. Let us find somebody we like.
Be a little more selective about who you spend your time with.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so, finding Erica, it was great. I mean, it was we kept it very, very simple. We met for a burger, went for coffee. And you know what? When you take all that extra stuff that you're throwing money on for dates for so many nights a week, you take that out of the equation, you can focus so much better on the person.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. And because of that, I mean, I really, really liked her. She's smart, she's funny, charming. She's really easy to talk to. I mean, we spent 2 hours talking together. We were talking, and I really thought that we had something. It was a great date.
Those are good things. So then what happened?
Well, I mean, now she hasn't returned any messages, so I'm kind of confused of what was it not great for her? Was something wrong? I don't really know what happened.
How was it left when you guys said goodbye? There was no follow-up, I don't know, like drink or nightcap? You take her back to her place? Or did you come separately and go your separate ways?
Yeah.
You mean he didn't pick her up in his car and drive her there?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah. So how did it end in that respect?
No, we met there, and then each of us took ourselves home.
Gotcha. Either one of you say, I'll call you, or let's do this again sometime?
Yeah, it was, I'll call you later in the week, and we should definitely set something else up again.
Okay.
And that was you that said that, or her that said that?
I said that, and she agreed. She said, sure.
She seemed cool with it. Okay. Just jotting down a few notes.
Huh.
Yeah, that is frustrating. You know, you finally meet somebody that you actually want to spend time with again because it was easy and effortless. Those are my two favorite words when it comes to chemistry and dating.
Yeah.
That's not easy to find.
No.
And when you do, it's frustrating when...
You think you do, and then boom.
No.
Yeah.
Well, Nathan, let's do this. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll call Erica, see if she can shed some light on what's been going on with her, if she's been dating someone else, if she changed her mind or what.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Second Date Update is all about. So we'll do that next with Jeff and Jen here at Cincinnati's Q102. So Nathan met Erica online, and Nathan has decided to narrow his focus. Until now, he's sort of dated anybody and everybody, sort of put himself out there, which I think is a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing, but he's found that it can be a time waster if you get to a point where you do need to narrow your focus if you want to weed out people that aren't right for you from the get-go. And you save a lot of time and money that way. That's why Nathan was so excited when he met Erica, because it was just so easy and effortless with her, and they talked for 2 hours over hamburgers and just had this super fun, low-pressure date that was just
fantastic.
Great. Yeah, it was fantastic in the way it was left. They went their separate ways at the end of the date with the intention. He put it out there, hey, let's do this again. I'll call you. She seemed cool with that. Since then, he's made a couple of attempts to reach out. He sent her a text, left voicemail, and nothing. Nathan, unless I left out anything important, we're just going to go ahead and call her and see what's going on with her. You cool with that?
I'm cool with that.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, is this Erica?
It is.
Hi, Erica. It's Jeff and Jen at Q102. How you doing this morning?
Oh, gosh. Jeff and Jen, really?
How are you?
Hi.
I am doing great. How are you guys?
We're
Hanging
doing
in
good,
there.
doing good. So it sounds like you're kind of familiar with our show, yes? No?
I am.
All right.
I'm scared to say I think I might know what this is.
You would be right if you're thinking this is a second date update. You're right.
Oh, yeah, gosh. I don't know if I really want to do this. It's really personal.
Do you know who we're calling about?
I definitely know who this is about, and I want to just jump right in and say I'm pretty disappointed about the date, too, because this guy was a really nice guy, but I can't date him right now. Not now anyway.
Why? What's going on? Can you tell us?
What did he tell you?
Well, he told us that as he sort of is turning over a new leaf and narrowing his focus in the dating field, you were someone that stood out because it was just so easy and effortless to talk to you, and you just seemed to have a lot of things in common, and he really enjoyed his time with you. He was left with the impression that you had this great chemistry and thought he would be seeing you again.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you didn't return any of his calls or texts, it left him scratching his head. So whatever's going on with you seems to be completely lost on him.
Oh, gosh. Okay, well, it sounds like he left out a couple of important details. He told me he did a lot of overspending on dating in 2017. He ran up all his credit card bills, and right now he's in the process of filing for bankruptcy. I don't mean to be judgmental. I think a lot of us have made some bad financial decisions throughout our years, but I definitely know what it's like to be in bankruptcy. One of my best friends went through it, and it was really bad. It was really ugly. And when he told me about his situation, I didn't want to be, rude on the date and say much because, other people's finances aren't really my business. But it wasn't a big deal to him that he was going to take care of his own debt. And, it kind of seemed perfectly okay for everybody else to pay for what he'd irresponsibly done. And that kind of bothers me a bit.
So let me make sure I understand you. So you're saying that in the course of your discussion, you learned that he spent so much between dates and the holidays and everything else, he's gotten himself into a situation where he needs to file for bankruptcy.
Correct.
And it left you with the impression that not only is he irresponsible with money, he didn't seem like it was a very big deal to him.
Right.
And that concerns you for a variety of reasons.
Yeah, it concerns me because, I've watched my best friend go through bankruptcy, and just the fact that he went spend crazy last year, and now it may be kind of a new year, new me thing that he's got going on, but it was definitely a bad decision. And if I continue to go out with him, what's to say that he's not going to end up in the same kind of situation again?
Would it have mattered if, because I know that some people, when they fall on financial hard times or they file for bankruptcy, it could be because medical bill, somebody got sick, medical bills were out of control. Or
Yeah, all it takes is one good surgery.
Yeah, or there was an injury or something happened. Would that have made a difference?
I think so, but he was pretty specific that he definitely had spent frivolously last year.
Gotcha.
Well, he did say, remember, he was going out on dates 3, 4, 5 nights a week.
True.
That's
Into
expensive. Nice restaurants.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did appreciate that he was really honest about it, but that's not something that I'm ready to jump into.
Take on.
At this time, yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, if you're a fan of the show and you listen to Second Date Update, you know that Nathan is on the phone listening to all of this. Nathan, you still with us?
Yep, still here.
You've been remarkably quiet and calm through this. What's your feeling on what she's saying about your financial situation?
I didn't see it coming. I'm not really sure what she'd want me to do. Am I supposed to cry about it? That's not going to help. It is what it is, and I don't know what her friend went through with all of it, but it's not a big deal. It's just what happened, and I'm fixing it, and that's how it goes.
Is this the first time you've ever filed for bankruptcy, Nathan?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to ask how much you're in debt, or is that too personal?
I'm not going to tell you that.
I understand.
It doesn't ruin your credit though for a while when you file something like this, and when you marry someone
for
a while. Well, that's that is the trick. The whole purpose of bankruptcy is to help you get out of the mess you got yourself into, and then it's going to take time to rebuild your credit.
Yeah, and once you marry someone, you marry their credit too.
Right.
If you decide one day, say these two got married and they want to buy a house, that's always going to be on the credit.
Not always.
I mean, for however long.
For years. For a few. I don't know. I don't
It's like
remember how many
7,
years.
right?
Like 7
5
years or something like
seven
that.
Or something
Jen's
like
so dismissive about this topic.
I know. It makes me nervous just having
Me
a
too. I'm like,
conversation.
God, just relax. Let's talk about it.
Wow.
Well, the thing is once he's out of it, I mean, once he's done in the bankruptcy, he has to behave perfectly.
For a while.
For a long time. Yeah. I mean, you slowly get back into getting credit cards again, and then you take it easy with them.
Well, I think it's the lackadaisical attitude Nathan's taken that makes Erica so nervous, because people make mistakes and they find themselves in situations, but it's his attitude that concerns you more than anything else.
Yeah, he seems just to be a little bit, well, like you said, just lackadaisical, just kind of carefree about it. And if I was in some serious debt, the way that he is, that causes you to go through bankruptcy, I think I might be taking it a little bit more seriously.
You might freak out a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Nathan, I wish you luck with that situation. Erica, we appreciate you taking the call. I'm sorry there's no second date, but it is what it is. Like you said, Nathan, it is what it is.
That's
No
true.
problem. And of
Thanks,
course,
guys.
I wish him the best.
Maybe shoot her a text when your FICA score is maybe above 700.
Send her when you get a really good credit report.
I know. Jen used to have a minimum salary requirement at one
MSR.
time. I wonder if Erica has a minimum credit rating.
Oh, an MCR.
Yeah.
What would be a good MCR number?
700 or higher?
Really?
That's
I mean,
pretty
like,
good.
that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Okay.
700 would be great, but you can buy a car at 620.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
see?
as long as it's over 620,
everything,
you're fine?
anything over 550 or 6, we can
I'm
talk.
not unreasonable, so there you go.
she doesn't want to be
funny.
unreasonable. I like that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
All right. Well, thanks again for taking the call, Erica. Nathan, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Would
Yeah.
you ever consider a partner who made less than you today?
Probably.
That's a big step. Big step for you.
Probably.
But it's got to be close.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, but he better be close. Better be able to pay his own bills. You know,
And some of mine, not all of them, but maybe one or two,
He's got to be able to take you out to dinner and pay
you don't
for
want
it.
to be carrying anybody.
needs to be paying
Right.
for the vacations and the. I
That's
have
right.
a lot of
You
expenses.
cover the
I have a
vacations.
lot of expenses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could take care of the house bills, and he could be the entertainment committee.
Like I could take care of you talking just like the electric and the cable, or
Well, if he
or-
sees your cable bill, he's probably going to be like, you're paying for how many channels?
so many channels and you don't ever even watch them.
Who pays for
Right.
Encore?
Can he pay the mortgage?
Sure, he pays the mortgage, you pay the other bills, and then he's on the entertainment staff.
Okay, and he pays for all of DoorDash.
Oh, no. Now you're going way too far.
Now I'm pushing it.
Kristen covers the lunches.
Yeah, that's good.
They're less expensive
It's
than the
nice.
dinners. That's the best way to go.
Here, let me get that.
How do you guys like maneuver that? Who pays for what and when?
Oh, me or Jeff?
Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
I get a lot of airfare benefits. So that makes sense. That doesn't cost me a lot
Yeah,
because I have a bleep ton of miles.
yeah. So you handle airfare.
Yep. Well, and then I handle a hotel too. So there's
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
She never pays for any of the hotels?
Yeah. If we're going somewhere, like if it's to see her kids,
Oh, yeah.
And she better pony up.
then that's assuming her kid doesn't put us up because she works for a hotel company. So a lot of the time she's able to get us either a free hotel room or something
Next to
free.
nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
how
then-
do those conversations go? Okay, we're going to plan a trip to Italy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you sit down and go, okay, well, I'm going to pay for this and this and this, and you get to pay for.
No,
No.
It was his
How
idea to
does it
take the
happen?
trip, so he has to pay for everything.
it's true.
So all she has to do is just sit back and plant seeds and wait for something to become your idea, and
Yep.
then you pay for everything.
Perfect.
Yep.
Man, she's got you.
I would date you.
She
For
working
sure.
you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she no dummy.
No, she's got it. She's got it down to a science.
Yeah, but like, see, Scott and I have
Because I'm sorry to
No, go
interrupt,
ahead.
but like, because if we are at lunch and she says, "Let me get that," I'm always like, "Oh, thank you."
yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
But like Scott and I have separate bank accounts. Our finances are not joined, but we do have one joint bank account that he puts money in, but I pull from it. And I'll tell him, hey, that account's getting low. And then they'll put more money in it.
That's a good
funny.
setup, too.
It works.
Yeah.
We just kind of split stuff at our house. There's
Yeah.
really no pattern. I make the house
But
payment.
see, I was going to say, you guys have legit, like I pay the garbage. I pay what's the other thing I pay? The water. I pay, you know what I mean? Like, and then you each pay for your own cell phone kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I make the house payment on this house, but he made the house payment on the last house for like 4 years.
But you paid for all the utilities and
Yeah.
all the other jazz.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
If I forget, he does it.
That works well.
It-
What about when you go out? Do you pay for, like, if you both
It's
pull
like
out your cards?
50-50. It's like 50-50. If I know there's been a lot of Amazon boxes coming to the house,
You know he can't afford
then I know
the
I
dinner.
better get this one.
In our house, Kristen buys all the groceries.
Yeah, me too.
So I kind of feel like I'm eating for free when I'm there.
Yeah.
And that's why you have to pay when we go out to dinner. That's how Scott and I are. So I buy all the groceries and I cook all of the meals.
Yeah.
But if we go out to dinner, he pays.
Yeah. Her way of planting the seed is, I don't feel like cooking tonight.
So you're buying me something.
Oh, okay.
Great, I'll hop on
There's that.
open table.
But
Let's go.
the planting of the seeds is always funny because she'll be like, we're a little low on wine, I see. I got to do how about if I do the Kroger run and you run to the liquor store?
There you go.
Done.
That's a partnership right there. Mm-hmm. Bought the condo. She says, leave it to me. I'm furnishing it.
Okay.
Yep. And she took my credit card.
Oh, so that meant she was picking out the furniture.
Evidently.
Yes, it didn't mean she was. Okay.
I
Yeah,
guess
but you
not.
didn't want to do that anyway.
How,
so
you
let her
know,
do it.
you just give her that credit card. I'm the longest term relationship you've had in your whole life, and I'm asking for your credit card on the regular basis. Never once have you coughed it up.
Yeah, but she sleeps with me.
That's true.
What would it take for you to make Jen an authorized user on one of your cards?
Oh, God. It's called Alzheimer's or dementia. Yeah.
Some kind of disease?
Some sort of neurological disorder. Yes.
Yeah, I think Fritz is going to be taking care of both of us when
I'm in.
in our old age.
Poor thing.
Make sure you put me down. I'll be here. I'll be here for you.
Hand over power of attorney and
I'm in.
leave it all to her. Yep.
Thanks for